The tornado location was probably our biggest outdoor set that we've ever done. And yeah, it looked fantastic. It looked like a natural disaster had occurred.
I'm a strong believer that you're only as good as the team that's behind you, and the tornado is a perfect example of the team that I'm working with now. Really were the stars of that particular episode.
I'm Andy Lowe. I'm the set decorator on Lost Girl, and we're preparing a tornado aftermath scene.
My name's Peter Boboris. I'm the location manager on the show.
Frank Insiglio, lead set dresser, Lost Girl Season 5.
You really do have to rely on your team to find as much as they can and have the resources to be able to do that.
My name is Mark Ahe, and I'm the special effects coordinator on Lost Girl. So the transport department gave us a bunch of wrecked vehicles, brought them to our shop, and we had to rig them in such a way where they were precariously lying on top of each other. We had to build spark generators and a bunch of props that they could interact with that looked dangerous, but when in reality were safe. So we just had a bunch of labor at the shop, fabricating stuff, building cars.
So we started scouting for various locations around the city. We needed a street that we could shut down and control. One of the major things that we were looking for is a view to the city skyline. I find them the bare bones, and then the designer, the director, set decorator, everybody comes down to have a look, and producers as well, of course. Everyone comes down to have a look and say, can we work with this or not work with this? But it turned out we can work with this.
I drove by North Queen and they were demolishing a building there. And I asked one of the fellows there what was going on with all the material, and that we can rent the material for a scene. They said they don't see a problem with that. And they also told me they had light poles and they had a scrapyard right around the corner from our set, I should say. We were able to get roofing material, as much destruction as we could find.
We have a number of burnt out cars, and we're bringing in large containers of wood, scrap metal, telephone poles, stuff like that to cause mayhem. You know what? The weather's perfect because it's supposed to be after a tornado, so it's going to be awesome.
They traveled us to set, and all of us were like this. We're just like it was crazy.
The more immersive the environment, the better it is for us. We walked out there and it was overturned cars, telephone poles down, debris everywhere, and then they wet it all up and they had these big wind generators.
We had huge fans. We had big V8 fans to create lots of wind, like the tornado had just passed, and there were still storm elements. So, blowing lots of debris at them. We had our spark generators that we were, sparks that were going 4 to 6 feet in the air that we were staging our actors close to. So it all looked, on camera, looked really good.
So it was a completely realistic environment, so we were able to respond very naturally.
The sparks are going to be going this way.
I was trying to collect the vegetables though, because they had this cabbage on set, and Chris was like, if you just rip the top part of the cabbage off, you can still use the cabbage. And me in my Poe actor mind, I was like, oh yeah, I could totally, I should hoard this cabbage, make soup.
There's a scene with one of the damaged vehicles where there's a family inside, where Dyson basically tries to get them out, and there's where he rips a door open. Well, you just don't do that. We took it to the special effects department, and they basically rigged it where it's they just open it with ease, and they just prepped it to make it look camera ready for what you see on the show.
Yeah, I want to know who cleans that stuff up though.
I think it will take a full 12 hours to clean up after this mess.
You're always worried about getting everything here. That's the biggest fear, is getting everything here. And then the second fear is getting it all out of here in good time. And then when you see it, I guess when I see it on camera, when I actually see it on TV, then I can actually say, hey, I remember that.